Once, there was a beautiful vase that believed its only value lay in its absolute perfection. Standing tall amidst the quiet whispers of a sunlit studio, it stood as a monument to flawlessness. Its surface so smooth it reflected the world without a single distortion, hiding any hint of vulnerability from view. We often strive for this same perfection, believing that our worth is tied to being flawless. But in reality, this perfection is often just a mask. We hide our cracks and fears, terrified that if the world sees our true selves, we will be judged as broken or simply not good enough. But life is unpredictable, and no matter how hard we try to stay safe, the winds of change eventually come for us all, testing our balance. In one sudden moment, the illusion of control vanishes. The fall is inevitable, and the ground below waits to receive the pride of our perfection. The sound of shattering echoes through the empty room, a sharp reminder that everything we built can fall apart in the blink of a single eye. What was once beautiful is now a mess of fragments. We believe that once we are broken, we are lost forever, discarded and without any value. When we are broken by life's hardships, we feel worthless. The silence of the night feels heavy, and the darkness seems to swallow our remaining hope. We look at the jagged edges of our lives and see only failure. The pain of loss makes us believe that our story has ended here. These shards are the reminders of our struggles, the sharp points of grief and disappointment that we carry within our hearts when things fall apart. We feel like shadows of our former selves, kneeling amidst the ruins of our dreams, wondering if we will ever be able to stand tall again. The world moves on outside, but inside, time has stopped. The rain mirrors the tears of a soul that feels it has lost its primary purpose. Isolation becomes our only companion. We think we are the only ones who are broken, the only ones who have failed to keep it together. But in the deepest silence, a new choice begins to emerge. Not a choice to replace, but a choice to heal what has been destroyed. This is where the ancient wisdom of Kintsugi begins. It is the art of recognizing that every piece of us is still worthy of love. The artisan does not see trash, they see potential. They prepare a mixture of lacquer and gold, a precious bond for the coming restoration process. Kintsugi doesn't hide the cracks, it honors them. It tells us that our history is not something to be ashamed of, but a story to tell. This ancient Japanese philosophy teaches us that broken objects can be repaired with gold, making them even more beautiful and stronger than they were before. The process is slow and requires patience. Each scar is traced with care, acknowledging the pain while preparing for the light that will soon fill it. We begin to realize that our cracks are not flaws. They are the paths where the light enters us, the places where we truly grow. The lacquer seeps deep into the wounds, holding the pieces together with a strength that the original unbroken clay never possessed in its early state. The Japanese believe that the history of the object is part of its beauty. The break is a significant event that should be celebrated, not hidden. By accepting our past, we stop fighting the reality of our lives. We start to see that our struggles have shaped us into something unique. Your life is like this vase. Every challenge you have faced, every time you have fallen, has added a new line to your own design. The transformation is nearly complete. The brokenness was not the end. It was the necessary beginning of a much more valuable and profound existence. Now, the journey of rebirth truly begins. Your struggles are your gold. They are the precious material that fills the voids left by your pain. Do not fear the cracks in your soul. Every time you stand up after a fall, you are mending yourself with the strongest substance: resilience. This resilience turns your scars into symbols of victory. You are no longer just a fragile object. You are a survivor with a golden spirit. Look at the beauty of the struggle. Each line of gold tells a story of survival, of a moment when you refused to stay broken. You are more than what happened to you. You are the strength you found to put the pieces back together, one golden line at a time. The light of your transformation shines outward, inspiring others who are still sitting in the dark, surrounded by their own scattered and lonely pieces. The place where you were most broken is now the place that shines the brightest. It is the center of your new, more powerful beauty. Hemingway once said, "The world breaks everyone, and afterward, some are strong at the broken places." You are becoming one of those strong souls. This is your rebirth. The old version of you is gone, replaced by a version that is more resilient, more wise, and infinitely more valuable. The process is complete. You have turned your pain into art. You have turned your tragedy into a masterpiece of human endurance and grace. The dawn brings a new perspective. You stand tall on your pedestal, no longer afraid of the wind or the falls that life may bring. Compared to the perfect vases, the Kintsugi vase has a depth they cannot understand. It has lived, it has suffered, and it has conquered. Every crack is a lesson learned. Every golden line is a triumph over despair. This is the true meaning of a life well lived. When you look at your own reflection, do not look for the flaws. Look for the gold. Look for the beauty that only comes from healing. You are a masterpiece. Not because you were never broken, but because you had the courage to put yourself back together with love and wisdom. A heart mended with wisdom is more beautiful than one that has never been hurt. It possesses a strength that is both quiet and unbreakable. You are unique. You are priceless. There is no one else in the world who carries your specific golden pattern of scars and victories. Embrace your journey, honor your scars, and remember that the light shines brightest through the cracks of a soul that has learned to heal. Carry this light with you. You are more beautiful than you know, more precious than you believe, and stronger than you ever thought possible.